Alright, so today we're doing a new custom grill for the Hyundai Veloster. As you can see, I am cutting it right now so I can put this mesh grill. Eventually I will paint it. It will look nice and black and glossy. But the initial steps you have to do is take out the bumper and everything. I'm not going to show you guys that because you can see that in another video. And try to keep everything organized with the bolts, put them in little cups, separate them, the other bolts there, don't get them confused. So the first thing you want to do will be try to get a Dremel, preferably this size would help, with a heavy duty spindle, and follow the line right here. This line right here, follow it for the initial cut, and make sure that when you're doing the initial cut, you do not cut these. These are the bolts. This is what are bolted onto the bumper. Make sure you don't cut this. But as soon as you make that initial cut, it's not a straight line. It doesn't have to be. You sand it down later. All you need to do is remove the middle part and separate it from the edge over here. Make sure if you guys have a Veloster turbo that is painted, make sure do not go exactly on the line, because then you will mess up the paint. Go a little bit above it like this and just follow it all the way around, and I'll show you guys later the finished product. Alright, so once you guys cut the plastic grill off, I put it here to show you how it looked like. You have to make sure that now you sand it all down. This metal part here for the Veloster, the regular base and the turbo, just take it off, just cut it, there's no need for it, and make sure you sand it down in the sides. This right here, you don't need it at all, so you can throw this away. Make sure that you don't break any of these little bolts that go here in the back. They start to get loose, so what you do is just put some glue on, because look, they're all pretty much loose. They all came like this. So you just put glue on to make sure it sticks, and I'll show you guys how it looks like now when I'm done sanding it. Well, I'll show you guys actually how to sand it. Alright, so once you guys take off the plastic mesh and you start fighting it down and sanding it down, try to use a sander or some kind of sanding paper, or I connected one to my Dremel over there, and I just went through the edges right here. Yep, it's raining. There's my baby. Right here, I went all through it, and then now I'm going with a razor blade and filing down the edges right over here so that it has a clean cut, and I'll show you guys now when it's done. Alright, so now that you guys have cut it and sanded it and have smooth edges all around, drop it down there, get your mesh, gently place it, and what you do is that you get your marker and you lay it on out. Give it ½ an inch from where you're actually going to cut it so that you can fold it afterwards, and you guys see what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark it all up, and then I'll show you guys in a sec. Alright, so this is the progress that's happening. I started cutting it, and I have that side to do, but what I did was that I marked where, as you can see, right here, this green. It doesn't look perfect, but it doesn't need to be, because it's going to be folded down, and you just cut it all along. Luckily, if you get the 40 by 16, it comes perfect, so you don't really have to cut the sides over here. But since it's like 40 plus inches, all you gotta do is mark it. So as you can see here, I marked it on this side, and I'm gonna start cutting it. And if you guys want me to tape, put zip ties so that when you start cutting it and you start measuring it, it doesn't move. But this is how it's gonna look like painted. So we'll show you guys the progress when I'm done. Alright, so I'm taking you guys to the back to see. Look, I had spray painted it now, and it looks glossy. It doesn't matter how you do it. The edges don't need to be perfect, as you can see, because you're going to be folding them if you want to. Alright, so now it's the gluing process after you painted it and dried it. As you can see here, I have some weights on the mesh so I can keep the form. The reason why I'm doing it like this and not the conventional way of just doing it with the border is because of the fact that the border tends to release. It has tension curve, but once you take it off the bumper, it kind of releases a little bit. So then you don't get the exact size. This happened to me when I cut it perfectly, when it wasn't attached to the bumper. And then I realized that it was too big, so I had to go and trim it a little bit. So what you do is, this is my suggestion, what I find best is to put it on the bumper and you just start gluing it. I'm starting to glue it there. As you can see, it's all wet. I'm putting it through the bottom, and then I'm gonna go again with another layer just in case and put it all over the inside over here. But what I suggest, like I said, is to put it with the bumper, put some weights, and leave the weights on all night. Nothing too heavy in the middle, just something to have the curve, and the weights just to keep the glue from coming off, to keep it sticky. So that's what I suggest, and I'll show you guys afterwards the results. Alright, so guys, I just finished the grill. This is my 2015 Veloster Turbo R-Spec, and I'm going to show you guys after everything, after you attach it and whatnot. This is how it should look like. Get it. So it makes the car look more aggressive, as you can see. I'll give you guys a little zoom. You can see a little bit of the adhesive there, but that will come off in time, and I'm also gonna touch it up a little bit with some paint, but for the most part it looks good. So tell me what you guys think in the comments. Any questions or concerns, I'll let you guys know. Any tips and tricks to help you guys out. Alright, see you guys.